I'm going to go ahead and hit record. I just hit record. So today is February 26th, 2018, and welcome to Motivational Monday, guys. Let's get motivated. Oh my gosh, I was totally going to wear sunglasses and have my shake canisters. I was on a call right before this call, and I didn't have time to get my props. Darn it. One of these days, I'm going to get on here and look really goofy. All right, take it away, Maria.
All right. Our Hardee's Tribe Creed. In the tribe, we lead others by building one another up through positivity. We are an honest community that is focused on family, fun, and an opportunity to serve others. We strive to make dreams a reality, and most of all, we empower others to be difference makers and share all the opportunities and gifts Wild Tree can offer to others.
Love that. Thank you so much. Before we get started with some celebrations today, who has some good news? This is a place where you get to share anything good that's happened in your Wild Tree business over the last 2 weeks. I know good things have been going on, so share them.
Well, I will share about my Veterans Give Back. So I've approached a Veterans Resource Association to do it's called Life Skills Training. And so veterans that are reassimilating into society, we're going to go and show them how to use freezer meals to eat healthy. And they're very excited about it. And a friend of mine arrived out of nowhere and said, I will fund it. So he's going to pay the groceries and he's going to pay for some kits. And we're going to build a little program from there. So I'm really excited about that.
That is just
awesome.
Seriously awesome.
That's amazing.
That's really cool.
That's so awesome.
OMG.
It was one of those, put it out in the universe and say, I'd like to do this. And all of a sudden somebody called me and said, I've got some money.
Wow.
Where did you start? I want to know so
cool.
much. That is awesome.
Oh,
wow.
I might message you, Tim.
I have money.
Yeah, I'll keep you informed on how it goes. I have my second presentation this week, and then hopefully within 2 weeks we actually start.
That is so cool.
Thank you.
It's really cool. Anyone else?
My stuff is not that cool, but I was just going to say I feel like I've been, really promoting the heck out of the shake, and I finally got my first sale. I know that's not a huge deal, but
it's amazing.
I think I've told you guys I live in the world of Arbonne, and everybody I know uses an Arbonne shake and blah, blah, blah. And so this is somebody that just signed up, and she's been watching quietly. And so, hey, one order down.
Yeah, heck yeah. Love that. Anyone else? That one starts with one. Laura, ask her if she has a friend who wants to get healthy with her. Go ahead, Abby. Sorry.
I'm just excited that the Instant Pot bundles finally released with the fees out there, and people can start selling them away because that's more easy sales for everybody.
Yes. Love that. Love the Instant Pot bundle recipes. If you guys haven't seen, we posted the documents and the graphic for that. So great upsale to your customers, or just, you can run an IP sale on your Facebook VIP page. You can have an IP party, whatever you want to do. That's great. You don't even have to own an Instant Pot. You've got customers who own Instant Pots, so share away with them.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one. So thank you guys for putting that up, because I have my first Instant Pot party coming up. So in 2 weeks. So that's a perfect thing to have.
Yeah, it's great. I would just do recipes straight from their bundles that they advertise for, because then people want to buy products from that. So it'll be fun.
Silver platter, you're handing it to them. So it's pulled a lot of new customers that have never bought one thing in 4 years of Wild Tree. I've sold 5, and 3 of the 5 were brand new customers, which are exciting. It's the way you never know what's going to grab somebody. I've been on my VIP group for years, and they just never bought anything. invited, never come. So it's exciting.
Right. Touches people in other ways. That's awesome. Anyone else have good news? I am excited because I had a goal for myself to get 20 auto deliveries on the shakes, and I got it today.
Yay.
So that was my goal. You guys, I have been on the computer. This has been attached to my hip, and my computer has been with me everywhere I go. So it was not like, I can't just say I didn't just sit back and post and wait for these orders to roll in. It was a lot of back and forth, a lot of messaging, texting, a lot of, are you gonna order? Are you gonna order? You gonna order? So, it does take follow-up, but the follow-up was super fun. And my customers are so stinking excited about it. So I think they hear and feel my excitement, and they're really excited as well. So we're going to talk a little bit about the focus group, touch on that briefly. I know you all have seen the post fly around, and we'll touch on that. But anybody else have good news real quick? All right, let's move on to some celebrations. We'll start with, let's see, we'll start with 350 Club. Who's got some celebrations for people in 350 Club? I will just pick some people. Abby, go ahead if you have anyone.
I'll go. I have on Deb Tyson's team, we have Alyssa Coffey and Crystal Ruprecht, both well over 350, and Crystal's have almost to the 1,000. So she's at her goal and she's not giving up. And then on Stephanie's team, I have Sarah Whiteside and Julie Pate is almost Pate. She just started and she's almost there, like $50 short. So excited for them.
That's awesome. Yay. Very
And
good.
Close. So
awesome. Love that.
I don't think all the shakes come through yet for me to see.
Yeah.
I think there's some more that are there. Because I know they've been selling them, but I haven't gotten, it takes a couple days.
It does. We're going to touch on that briefly too on today's call. So Jacqueline, what about you? Can you get unmuted and share or not? Let's go to Laura.
Okay, so I have Katie, and I have Michelle Weeks and Carlina, and Bree is close, almost there. So
awesome. What about Maria Hayden? I can't hear you. You're muted, hon.
Story of my life today. So Gina Coates, she's well beyond 350, and I think she had a few orders going in last night that put her up over senior rep. She at least at 350. I'm fairly certain she's hitting senior rep already. So
yeah, she's at like over $800. So she's getting close.
And then she had a whole bunch going in last night. So I think it just hasn't refreshed yet. So, but she's killing it. She is like Stella got her groove back, like killing it.
That is awesome.
Yep.
Love that. I'll celebrate some peeps. I've got 350 Club, Libby Marks. She's actually closer to $1,000 Club. Jennifer Dole, Molly Guernsey. Lisa Marshall is super close to 350 Club. So those are the peeps I've got to celebrate today.
And I made 350
And I'll go
Club.
real quick. Oh.
Okay, good, Tim. Awesome. I know Jacqueline can't unmute herself right now, so she is unable to celebrate her team right now.
So 350 plus, with one more shake that closes like tonight, it'll be senior rep again.
Yay! Awesome. Yeah. Very good. Get that pay raise.
Woo-hoo.
You want to go ahead, Amy?
Sorry. Yeah, and 350 Club, I have Michelle Coverman And Christina Morrow is close. So again, like Abby said, just hard to know if there's some sales and things that have been going on. So really pushing, hoping that she hits 350 as well.
Very nice. Awesome. Love it. I want to also welcome, I've got some very special people to welcome. Stephanie Sheard is on the call today. She's one of my new team members. Jody Gallagher and Kelly Gomia also. So yeah, give a hey, Stephanie.
Hey, I just made like the most amazing smoothie. That's why I was so muted, and it's like the bomb. So anyway, just thought I was.
Ooh, what's the recipe?
Well, this is one of my concoctions. That's kind of how I roll. But yeah, so I used my Ninja, and I threw in there some ice, some unsweetened coconut milk, banana, a few chunks of frozen cantaloupe, a few chunks of pineapple, some spinach, melted some coconut oil, and threw that in after I blended it with the powder. And it is like insane. It is so good. It is crazy.
Yum. Sounds good. You'll have to share the recipe in the tribe.
I'm going to, yeah. So I'm working on that in just a little bit. So fun.
Awesome. Thanks, girl. Yum. You guys, the smoothies are keeping me super full. Anybody else in that?
Yeah, they are.
Dude, I am full and full of energy. I'm like an Energizer bunny. I'm like, maybe I don't want to give this to my kids. I don't know.
Before school.
Before school. Yes, they each had one before school today. I didn't get to do a cute video like Amy. They were grumpos and wouldn't get on video. Julie, do you have anyone to celebrate? Or you drive in, or you're muted. Julie? Oh, now she's kind of stuck in action. Oh my gosh. You gotta love these calls with all the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
All right.
Time.
I will. I'm just going to move on because we actually have a lot to cover on today's call because there's just so much cool stuff going on. First thing I wanted to cover was just real quick, month's end. I know month's end is coming up, and some of you are trying to make leader numbers. Some of you have LITs on your teams trying to make leader numbers. And with the shake orders and app orders being, kind of delayed the way they are 1 or 2 days since they're manually entered, there is going to be an email from home office coming out today. So please pay attention to your emails and read through that.
It just came out.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. I don't get them. So when that email comes out, go ahead and read through it if it affects you. If you aren't linking shake orders to party orders, it might not affect you. If you're not like desperate to hit a certain month-end goal, it might not affect you, but I know there are absolutely people on this call right now that it does affect. So the best suggestion I can have is either use me as a resource or your upline leader on this call as your resource. If you don't want to reach out to your people and kind of, I don't want to say the word hound, but if you have reps on your team who you think, gosh, I don't know, do they have some shake orders going in or do they have app orders? And because you can't see that on your end. And if you feel bad constantly asking them, most of you have built pretty good relationships with people on your team. So I don't think there's anything wrong with asking them, hey, check your rep dashboard in your app and let me know if any orders have been placed in the last few days. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you want me to be the liaison to that person and say, hey, so-and-so is trying to meet a certain goal, we're super pumped for her. We would love to know what orders you have going in your app, whether that be shake or any app orders, so that we can calculate that into our month's end total. Another thing to keep in mind is if you have party orders that close on the 28th, but the app orders go in on the 28th and then they don't show up until like the 2nd or 3rd, you can get those backdated. Home office will backdate them for you up till the 4th of the month, but that is up to you. They are not going to assume anything because some people want orders to go in on the 1st because they want to make their large numbers. So they won't assume anything. You can email them with an order ID and just let them know, hey, backdate this order, or you can call and have them backdate your order. Either way, email or call, doesn't matter as long as it's in writing or a verbal phone call. That is totally fine. Just let them know the order number and when you want it backdated. And if not, then skip the email and don't worry about it. Does that make sense to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's only a very small population, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. Focus group for the shakes. Are you guys excited about that? I've seen a lot of you guys post about it. If you haven't, I think it's definitely worth a shot. You always follow up with people that like your post and comment on your post in a private message or on the comments. And you want to create your focus group. I'm trying to hone in on the way we're going to run our focus groups. And I think the best suggestion that's been made to me is actually, I think I told some of you that I was going to create a separate Facebook group for my focus group. And I'm actually not going to do that. I think that opens up a lot of room for negative Nellies and complainers. And that's just not a space that I want to create online, even if it's private in a small group. The way I'm going to run my focus group is I'm just going to go ahead and email my focus group people, all the people that are in my focus group, which is basically all my shake customers to date. I'm just putting them in the focus group because they all asked to be in my focus group. I am going to let them know that I'd like them to try report back to me 5 of their favorite shake recipes. Not report back to me. Report back in my customer VIP page their 5 favorite shake recipes. I don't care if it's pancakes, I don't care if it's energy bites, I don't care if it's a smoothie, coffee, whatever their heart's desire. Like Stephanie just gave us a bomb.com recipe. Great, boom. That would go on my VIP page. You guys, this was amazing. I loved it. So they are going to share the top 5 things they love about their shake. I don't need to know anything they don't like. I don't want to know. That doesn't get posted. That doesn't get shared. If they try it with milk and it's awful, great. Keep that to yourself. That's not part of the focus group. At the end of the focus group, there is going to be a survey, and they can share all of their stuff there. They can share any comments that they have in the survey, but they're going to get the survey at the end of the month. So that survey will come to them at the end of the month. But the things that they are sharing as part of the focus group, the deal is they get to share their top 5 favorite things about the shake in our VIP page group. What do you guys think about that? And then they're going to get something for doing the survey. Whether if they live locally, they can stop by my house and pick up a free taco dinner. If they live out of town, I can pop a free taco dinner in the mail if they do the survey. What do you guys think?
I like that. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good call on not opening it up for people to say the things they don't like. I think that's a really good idea.
Right.
You're still doing the $100 or the $50 as well, right? For
the drawing?
lucky winner.
Yeah. I'll still do a drawing for a lucky winner for sure. And that's all up to you guys. I mean, I've already got $50 in app credit, so part of that's
gotcha.
going to go right to them. So as your people are ordering, you're probably getting some free app credit anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to get some free host credit for hosting a party tonight. So it shouldn't really cost me anything to get them their free product.
And you had suggested as well that if your group was a little bit smaller, you could partner up with another rep, potentially.
Yeah, but I don't even think that's going to be necessary now because it's not going to be a separate group. They're just going to be posting in your VIP group.
Oh, I gotcha.
They're just going to be sharing. Like if, Amy, if you were one of my focus group people and you're like, oh my gosh, I just made this banana pineapple smoothie and it's amazing. Go ahead and post that on the VIP group and that's one of your 5. Like your requirement over the next 30 days is share 5 recipes that you end up loving with the shake. Now, if we get somebody, obviously, that's not liking it at all, a month goes on and they don't like anything, they're going to be private messaging you and texting the heck out of you anyway. But that's all going to be private.
I think it's a good idea because I was a little nervous about a group and one person and start agreeing with them negative. I got and this way it'll encourage other people that are in your VIP group to become
To
shake
get the
users.
shake. Yes, exactly.
Third
We've
party
all
market.
got hundreds
Yeah.
of people in our VIP page group. They want to see what we're loving, why we're loving it, all the energy we have, all the, how full we're feeling, all of those things they're going to want to hear. And that's going to just attract more customers to us.
Right.
So, but there will be a survey, so it will be very focus group official. And there will be directions. Their directions are share 5 recipes that you love. So,
Will you share what your email that you end up sending to your customers?
yes, I will. I will. I've already sent thank yous to them, but I still like my standard thank you. I'm not going to confuse it with the focus group. So I will create a focus group specific email. It just gives them their instructions. I don't have a survey yet. They don't need the survey. We don't need that till the end of the month. I'll get that from another director.
Hey, Maria, I have a quick question.
Sure.
Would you add people to your focus group that haven't bought the shakes?
No. Well, there's
Like,
not
what
a
if-
separate group. Your
Yes,
VIP group is your VIP group.
I feel like if we added them to the focus group, then they could see how much people are loving them, and then that might.
The focus group's your VIP group. There's no separate group.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? All of my shake users are in my VIP group, unless they're not on Facebook. And if they're not on Facebook, they can just email me their favorite recipes, and I'll share it on Facebook for them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know people have said, like, I love when you post something, like, I like wanting, like, my VIP page, because I know if you post it, it's important that you don't overpost, you don't post something constantly, and I'm scared if all of these people who have agreed to be in my focus group start posting their 5 favorite recipes, that's going to be a lot of notifications on people that may or may not.
5 isn't very much over the course of a month.
Yeah.
You can say you can share 5 of your top 5. So if they make a smoothie today, don't share it until you've tried a few more. And when you're confident you've got 5 that are your favorite, then you can post.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it. I think third-party validation is way more important than you posting every single day, or you posting every hour. Them seeing other people post is only going to create excitement.
Okay.
Any other questions? That was a good one. All right, I think my third thing that I want to make sure we went over today, let me see how we're doing on time. We're good. So the next thing I wanted to make sure we brought up was booking parties in general. We still need to remember, who we are and what we came to Wild Tree for. And if you guys, if a lot of our reps are joining Wild Tree to sell shakes, that is awesome, because that's the 4th point I want to make today. So we want to encourage them to actively be selling the shakes. If you did bring on 20 customers this month to sell the shakes, that is, let me check, $1,200 in sales or more. So that would be like a couple of parties. But for those of us that have been around for a while and maybe have more of a party plan business, we still have to remember to book parties, because that's where we're actually going to sell more shakes. So, we can spend a lot of time online and sell one shake. I know Laura sold a shake, Maria sold a shake, Abby sold some shakes, and you've all sold some shakes, but I bet we've spent a lot of time, and I'm going to group myself into this, trying to sell a shake when we could spend, that 3 hours so much more efficiently in front of a group of people. If we were in front of 8 people, not only selling our shakes, but selling our other mealtime solutions, our sales will be higher and we'll have more shake users. So getting in front of people, and for all the reps watching this, that's just where you're just going to get more bang for your buck. I mean, talk about being efficient with your time. Would you rather spend 3 hours in front of people at a party and collect several $100s in sales, or multiple hours in front of the computer and sell 2 shakes? That there's just no comparing. So we still need to get in front of people, and that can be tastings, instant pot parties, salad and jar parties, hold a smoothie party, make smoothie bags, there's multiple ways to have people hold parties for you, but that's getting in front of people is going to be such a better use of your time than individually messaging people. Now, having said that, there is a time for that. So the time when you're going to be individually texting and messaging people, that's your downtime. That's when you're watching the Olympics. Well, I know that's over, but that's what I was doing mostly during the Olympics. When you're watching a show that you're not really that interested in, or you're just sitting in carpool, or you're at the doctor's office waiting for the next appointment, or you're waiting at getting your car fixed and you're just sitting there. That's a great time to be reaching out to people and selling the shakes. So that's like your downtime. If you're sitting in your office and you've created office hours for yourself, you should be trying to have people join your team and booking parties, following up with customers, and doing all the things that make you a rock star rep here. Does that make sense to everyone? So I think booking parties is still super important because you're just going to kill two birds with one stone. And it is so much better use of your time. So much better use of your time. I'll say that again. It is such better use of your time to get in front of a group of people than it is to individually sell a thing of shakes. Okay? Good. So having said that, there are a lot of people that may want to join us, and we can recruit them using the shakes. And that is fantastic. For the first time in Wild Tree's history, I feel confident that we can have a business running straight from our phone. And that is great for people that already work full time. They've got a full, busy job, and they're looking for that extra couple of $100 a month to bridge the gap for their family. We all learned at conference that $200 makes or breaks a family. And that might not be all of our individual situations on this call, but I know for a fact there's people in our tribe where that does make a big difference to their family. And you can absolutely do that from your phone. You can use your downtime, not during your office hours, texting, messaging people, and using the shake to leverage the business. I already know because I did it. Got 20 people in the last, 10 days on auto delivery for the shake. So it's absolutely doable. And I wasn't spending my office time doing that. I was doing that all outside of my normal office time, if that makes sense. Any questions about that? Have you guys felt like the shake has been a great draw for bringing in prospects?
Yes.
Awesome.
It's fun to get people that they've come out of the woodwork. Brand new customers.
Yep, new customers, new people, and I really do feel confident about working from our phones. And I'm definitely going and working with some people on some really great systems for people that really just want an online business and they don't want to leave their house like ever. But that's not ready yet. So in the meantime, you'll have to get in front of people. And it's the most efficient use of your time.
Hey, Maria, it's Gina. So hi, I'm late. I'm sorry.
You're good.
You already covered this. Just tell me to watch the playback and I'll do that.
You're good.
But, just super fast. So I had a killer party yesterday afternoon. It was awesome. And all these people were like super excited about the shake and we have a shake and blah, blah, blah. And then it just went whenever I said, we can't sample it. Like I wish I could, but we can't, but hey, you have nothing to lose. Like I totally did. You have nothing to lose. Do it for 30 days. It's free shipping. We have 100% money back guarantee. Like I felt like I was positive the whole 9 yards. And then at checkout, everyone was just like, well, if you ever come up with samples, like I'd love to hear more about it. So I'm just,
at your checkout, did you individually say, listen, you have nothing to lose. You're not going to have to send anything back. It's no hassle. The sample is your money back guarantee.
Okay. Well, and that's what I guess I needed to say. The sample, like I just kind of started to.
You could even hold it up at your party and be like, this is your sample. Take it and use it, sample it. I want you to sample it 5 ways. And when you
Right.
you let me know your favorite 5 recipes, and if you can't come up with one, we'll send it back.
And that's what I did. I was like, there are so many different ways.
Or
You're
not
gonna
send it
order-
back, we'll refund you.
Right. I'm going to order it on the app, and we have all these different great recipes. And like, here's how I did mine this morning, and it was awesome. And my husband tried it this way. And I don't know, like, maybe I'm the only person having this problem. I'm going to keep working at it.
I agree. What I changed, I guess, and it's such a minor thing, but I feel like it worked, is that as soon as they bring that up to me, I just validated that by saying that was our concern too, because they even gave us these cute little samples at conference to try. But, there was a decision made that most people need more than one sample. Like, you just can't get the effect of shake. My kids wanted to try it, my husband wanted to try it, and we all drink our shake differently.
Yeah.
And so I think that made people realize that, yeah, I guess one little sample probably wouldn't really be okay, I'm making my decision on these shakes with this one sample. And that we had to make a choice. Do we want to give a money back guarantee, or do we make it samples? We were thrilled to have the money back guarantee, because then you can sample it as much as you want, and both flavors. And I mean, if you're wanting to sample it, you're crazy not to just order the cake.
Right. Okay. No, and I mean, I completely agree. And I was just trying to think on my feet. I really thought that answer would, meet everyone's satisfaction. And they're like, no, we're used to trying samples and blah, blah, blah. And so I kind of
just want validation that their concern or that their suggestion is
valid.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. And I like what Julie said. You're going to want to have your husband and your kids and everyone try it. And all of your family members probably, I'm going to guess, like it differently. So, I can't hand out 5 samples at this time.
Hungry.
So I totally understand you wanting to sample it. So we're going to go ahead and have you sample it. And if it doesn't work for you, it's a totally no hassle guarantee. You'll get your money back. And there's shipping back. I mean, there's no shipping on the 30-day supply. So I'm like, this is your lowest risk. Order 2 canisters, the kind you like, 1 of each, and 100% guarantee money back. Sorry, I can't talk. But if they order 1 canister and it costs shipping, they are getting that shipping back.
Right.
So
Yeah.
there's less risk on 2. And I would just keep trying, and
I realized that was just like one party, and I have another one coming up on Saturday, and so yeah, I'm going to use all those suggestions and have better answers ready to go. But thank you for that.
Yeah,
really
that's a great question. Yep.
Caught me off guard. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? I love them.
What about just making a pitcher at your party and having little small cups and offering tasters? You don't have to give them a whole load.
Yep. No, I agree. I think some people are doing that. I personally just fear that also puts you in a bit of a rabbit hole. If you use a kind of milk that somebody doesn't like we used almond milk at our team meeting. Well, half the people at our team meeting never tried almond milk, so they hated the taste of it with almond milk. They used it with their own milk, and they loved it. Some people use 1%. Some use cow. Some use cashew. Some use coconut. There's just all too many factors. And I personally love the chocolate one shake plain, but the vanilla I don't like plain. But today I made it with berries and almond butter and clementines, and I loved my shake. I loved it. Had I tried it at a party plain, I would have been like, ain't happening. So again, I feel like by sampling at your parties, and then there's some people who love it, however you make it, they're going to love it because it is absolutely delicious. But that's just, if you get one negative Nelly in the room, it could ruin your whole entire party. That's my fear. And with the money back guarantee, no hassle, get to try it all your ways. You get to make it your way. I just feel like that puts so much more control in the customer's hands and less of a hassle for you. You don't have to mix anything up. You don't have to use your own shake supply, which, let's be honest, it's not cheap for a rep either. So it keeps some more money in your pocket. So those are my thoughts on it, but by no stretch of the imagination or mine, you don't have to do it that way because you're all business owners, so you can definitely do it the way you want, for sure. I'm just not putting myself in that position. Any other questions? I love them. We got 1 minute and 18 seconds left. And oh, I know what I wanted to make sure I told you guys is referrals. So a lot of you already have shake customers. Are you guys being good about referrals? Like asking them, who do they know that would also love a shake mix? If you haven't, I highly recommend you go back to them. I actually think I should add that. I'm going to write that down. I think that should be in our thank you email. Who do you know? I'm putting that down. Because I think that that's a great way, you know, if they have a bestie or somebody else that's wanting to just get super healthy or just is looking for another shake mix, they're more likely to refer you to somebody that may also want Wild Tree's shake mix, or they may know someone who's gluten-free and dairy-free and they've been looking, you know, you just don't know who they know. So there's a lot of room for a lot of questions there to ask people who they know that might also be looking for a superior shake mix like ours. So that can go a really, really long way. And then I'd love to, as an action item, to set a